I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Thanks for checking out this weather webcast. Happy Tuesday to you. Another warm and steamy afternoon with some overcast skies across the region. Our Farmers Insurance cam looking downtown, high atop OSF on this Tuesday afternoon as we record this just a little after 3 o'clock. Same thing in Pontiac on our Lynn Chevrolet Buick cam. Looking rather cloudy, and that's keeping the temperatures in check at least a little bit, but still rather warm. I'm going to flip over to X-Vision real quick. Clear scan across the region, not much really going on. However, we could see a little bit of activity going on later on this evening. Not highly optimistic that we'll see a lot of rainfall, but could see a few widely scattered thunderstorms later on tonight. As a little boundary is starting to kind of squeeze just down to the south with an upper level disturbance, and that's bringing the cloud cover across the region, but no moisture. Boy, it's not just hot at the surface, but it's very warm aloft, and what we call that's a cap. We mentioned that quite a bit during the severe weather season. What it is, it's a lid on the atmosphere, and it is super, super strong. There's a lot of energy out there to actually trigger some of these thunderstorms, but this lid is very, very tight, so really hindering any thunderstorm development across our region, so we're not overly optimistic that will change over the next several hours. 91 in Peoria, 89 in Bloomington, 90 in Pontiac, 92 in Galesburg. But it feels like the mid-90s in many locations, even feels like close to 100 degrees in places like Macomb and Havana, 100 in Lincoln, 94 in Bloomington, and 94 in Peoria. Midwest temperatures this afternoon, again, into the 90s and triple digits pretty much across the board. So no major change there. Heat indices, again, way up there. Some relief up towards Chicago as that boundary is just sitting right over top of Chicago. So it's feeling a little bit cooler up to our north and east. And some of that will be heading our direction by the end of the week. We'll have more on that in just a second. Heat advisories in effect until tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock, for the majority of our viewing area. Excessive heat warnings a little bit further back to the west where they have some real high temperatures. Overnight tonight, or at least through the late evening hours, 86 around 10 o'clock, 80 at midnight. Again, spotty thunderstorm chance, but don't bank on it. Here's Futurecast, and you can see a lot of the models, not just our models here at the station, but just the models in general that we look at, the numerous models, all having a lot of problems with really, one, how dry we are, and two, how strong the cap really is, that warmer air aloft that we were just talking about. You're seeing there's a little bit of rain around 3 o'clock, and there's nothing going on. Now, at 6 o'clock, again, very spotty in nature. This is probably overdoing it just a bit. Maybe keeping the chances through at least the mid-evening to late evening hours, hit or miss. The severe weather potential, probably not there, although maybe a gusty downburst of wind might be possible with some of these storms as they pop and then kind of crash in on themselves. But vivid lightning and heavy downpours would be any primary concern. And right now, we'll take any downpours we can get. Should be a dry morning for your Wednesday. And again, very, very warm to start it off as well. 77 in Galesburg, 77 Peoria, and 75 in Bloomington. Tomorrow, slight risk for our northern counties. But again, this is very similar to what we've had the past couple of days. We've been hit in that slight risk area for parts of our viewing area, both yesterday and today. And then it gets trimmed back. We're right on that borderline where, again, any storm that could develop could become pretty strong with gusty winds and maybe some larger hail, but they are very quick hitters. So we'll keep an eye on that. But again, it's going to be very, very spotty. This would not be a widespread severe weather event. As we roll through our Wednesday, again, spotty thunderstorms. I don't think when you saw that green showing up, it would happen in the afternoon. It's more so going to happen in the evening. Most of the day tomorrow will be sunny and extremely hot, probably the hottest day of the week. We're already close to 100 by lunchtime. We're forecasting a high of 102 by the afternoon, 103 in Macomb, 103 in Havana, 102 in Bloomington, and 102 in Pontiac. Okay, back to Futurecast Wednesday night and then heading into Thursday. This boundary that's been kind of camping out just along the Illinois-Wisconsin border finally starts to sag down to the south as a cold front starting, it looks like, by mid-morning on Thursday, and that will spark, again, very scattered showers and thunderstorms. It's our best chance that we've seen in quite some time area-wide as that boundary starts to sag a little bit further to the south. We'll see the rain chances move down to the south and east as well. I think by Thursday evening, early evening, 6, 7 o'clock, rain chances are probably out of here. We do have a slight risk for severe weather. Again, primary concern will be damaging winds, possibility of some larger hail as well. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Again, much like for tomorrow, not a widespread severe weather event that we're anticipating on Thursday. The good news with that cold front that will move on through, we're camped out in that intense heat, that hot dome right now, but that cold front's going to open the door to much more comfortable temperatures by, it looks like, as early as Friday. We'll top out in the mid-80s, and we look to hang in the mid-80s through at least much of the weekend, and then maybe a brief warm-up early next week back to the low 90s. So it doesn't last long, but at least some relief as we draw a little bit closer to the weekend. That'll do it for your weather webcast on this Tuesday afternoon. We'll have updates on the blog, also on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And if you're local to us, we invite you to join us on WMBD 31 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Have a great Tuesday evening.